Hey everybody, it's the Colts, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime, but kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the newly named Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the former Texas Tech Red Raider at quarterback. It's Nick Shimonek. So first and 10 now from the 30.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Hey.
Now Shimonek. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target, but it'll be second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Michael Bennett is one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You've got a problem.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Check 31. Check 31.
Ready?
Shimonek. And that will be incomplete.
The third down pass intended for Ryan Izzo.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Colts under second-year coach Frank Reich. They'll be led out by the rookie, the 6th overall pick back in April out of Duke, and that's Daniel Jones.
On the ready.
59. Mike 59. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And here are the Colts offensive starters.
LaShawn McCoy, yes, he deserves the spotlight. This guy's one of the most talented backs in the NFL, both receiving and rushing. In fact, over 1,000 yards 6 times in his NFL career. Look for LaShawn McCoy to be one of the top producers in the NFL this season.
Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Come on.
Off play action. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Fielded just inside the 30. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Shimonik to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Penny. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They're throwing here. Shimonik. On the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10. 36-yard line.
And it's complete to Mitchell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Shimonik. He'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught by Mitchell for a Charger touchdown. Dylan Mitchell with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and that ain't that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back to throw, Shimonick. And that's off the mark, incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Scott. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Rolling to his right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Check. Got to do better.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Rashad Penny. And an alley to run. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Let's go.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
85 is coming. 85 is coming.
Now back to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo.
The pass on 2nd down.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On 3rd down, Jones. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Let's go.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones operating from the gun. And this is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Jones now going to throw again. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Here's Jones on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones finds his target, the rookie Scott Miller. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 30.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Colts first down.
Check, 59. Rabbit. He's crushing.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 30-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Watch the boot. Let go.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, and this one's incomplete. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Throw left side complete. It's McCoy. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
52, my 52. I'm trying to collect. Get it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Mike, check, 59. It's our kill.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The 2nd down pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Brings up a 3rd down. 10 yards to go.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
We got this.
Here now, a look at LaShawn McCoy. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Colts.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's go.
17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Caught right side, Tate. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw. Hey, defense. Go. Mike's 59. Mike's 50. Go.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. He's been pretty quiet here in the second quarter. They've got the lead. That's the good news. But you think they get him more involved going forward?
I think that they do, and that's what they always want to do because he's such a priority and he's such a big-time playmaker. But sometimes defenses take that away, and they've been able to find another way to get it done themselves.
Yeah, they absolutely have. They're winning, and look at the scoreboard right now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the draw, it's Pumphrey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Shimanek. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Laird. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 on a Charger first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
You got nothing.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. That good for 19 at a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This for his running back, McCoy. And McCoy loses the football and picked up by the Chargers. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
We're going to shut you down.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter.
Possession's on. Jackrabbit, jackrabbit, let's go. Check. Now.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Green once again the intended receiver. And it's second down. Throwing, Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And an alley to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Fitzgerald. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. That's to his running back, complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Let's go, defense. Come. Deep grip.
Off the play fake. Fitzgerald throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Penny, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Kenny Moore running down.
52's the mic right here over there. Right? 52's the mic.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fitzgerald out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Jones, operating from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Well, they do get 9 there on the dump-off, but it's not enough. It's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they'll run it again with Penny.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Penny. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
What we got?
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Hey, D-line, let's get it. Go.
On 3rd and 2, Fitzgerald. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Fitzgerald's pass intended for number 10, incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
70, Indy.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the 11-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's McCoy. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Check back, check back.
Off play action. Fitzgerald. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. That's caught by Penny. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Go.
Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald, and that is incomplete.
Fitzgerald's pass intended for number 10.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Completion left side to Miller. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The Chargers take over first
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
That's right. That's
think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
Keep playing hard.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
1st down,
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Jones now on 1st and 10. On the right side, caught by Green.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. He's going to let it go deep, and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on 1st down. Fitzgerald, and his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30.
To throw again. Fitzgerald. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. This is Penny. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score,
and the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Darius Philon forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Encroachment, defense.
So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And down he'll go at the 25.
He was brought down by Adrian Gilbert. A gain of 10 yards.
Let's get off the field.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And he's got Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Going to throw right side here, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
A carry for Clement. Now Clement fumbles the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready. 30 base. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Strip the ball.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. That's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. Here's Shimonik to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they
come after him, and it's blocked. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, It's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start, offense.
Maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL. But I think he thought he was one of the key pieces in that play and wanted to get out and execute the assignment very fast.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Let's go!
Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one, maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Watch Mike.
Here we go.
Get it.
Now it's Penny.
Go. It's wrong.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this out past the 10. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell them to take care of the ball and try to move forward.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Shimonek. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 10 more there and another first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're throwing here. Shimonek. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Shimonek caught. It's Dontrell Inman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
Get ready.
To throw is Shimonek. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Jones. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Now Jones throwing on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. He's back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Robbie Anderson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he finds Penny. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On the run, it's Penny. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. Sheminick looking middle, and it's incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Sheminick. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'll run with Penny. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He's made one and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on them, it'd be up in the 300s right now. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. Jones now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.